4. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Christian Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Regular. Hey, alert.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That's it, baby. Hurry. Hey, Charlie. 51. Night, sweetheart. Shoot. Alert. Watch out.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
180. Here we go. Point it right. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey, 7. Run. Hey, let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the Browns 1st down.
Set, 180. Pistol.
Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
What's the run? They're running it. Run. Hey, Alpha.
First down, Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go to Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Stafford throwing deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 37 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Devon Kennard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on first down, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Hey, alert! 51 the mic, boy. Five. Hurry. Here we go again.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Check. Hey, alert! Check hot. Hurry! He's king!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check three. Like 7. Hey, go here.
Now it's Stafford. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Let's bring it. Easy. All right, here we go.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And it is incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Check. Real. Slow. No. Hurry.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, Charles, taking a step back for a second, let's look at the undefeated teams still left in the NFL. We got New England, KC, they're 4-0. And then San Fran, they were open last week. They didn't have a game, so they're still at 3-0. We only have 3 teams left.
And they had the easiest path, not just because they had the open week, but how about New England getting challenged by Buffalo? Yes, they were on the road, but you don't often think of Buffalo as a team to really press New England. They did. And Kansas City, they got a heck of a test in Detroit. Had to score with 20 seconds left on the clock to win that game. So both of them remained undefeated, but not without struggles.
That's the interesting thing about Buffalo. I think we learned more about them in their 1 loss this year than we have in their 3 victories.
I think we would say the same thing about Kansas City because of how they got pressed, but we'd also say the same thing about Detroit, how they played Kansas City in that game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
You got nothing. Hey, Orbit.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Hey, exit.
To throw is Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Again, it's Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Stafford's pass intended for Kerryon Johnson. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
152 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey.
They snap it to Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A second down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, screenplay, Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready, lady. Ricky. Check 4. Let's go.
Throwing is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 62-yard punt return, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer.